Okay, now I've kind of shot forward in time here a little bit. I kind of sectioned out almost the whole second half with that first song that Dave gave me. Now, Dave gave me another song. Just have a quick little listen to it. Okay, that's the second song. I think that's going to work. Now, I'll tell you, the reason is it kind of builds in stages. It starts off sort of an instrumental with no percussion, and then it hits a point where it kind of kicks in with the drums, and then it kind of builds, and that's exactly the kind of structure of the song that I like to work with, because basically, I mean, I'm sort of thinking about this sequence right here. I mean, if I basically, in my mind, if I just line up where the drums kick in right there with the close up on the acid, then it's going to sort of just give this particular scene a little bit more importance, and then it'll sort of just continue through the following sequence. So let's see how it works. Now, this song isn't really as dark and menacing as that last song, but that's okay, because I think that's appropriate for this sequence, because it has a little bit more of a psychotic, festive sound to it. Okay, so let's just drop it in there on the music track. It's probably going to be way too loud for my mix. Yeah, I can't hear a thing. Okay, so let's select it, right-click, audio gain. I'm going to have to go like -8 to really bring that in. Okay, let's turn it up.
Never taken acid before, but he sure did.
Okay, now remember what I wanted to do here.
Like this, of course.
Right there. That drum hit. Okay, so let's mark that, and let's go to the part of the edit where I was thinking that would work. Right where we cut to the close-up of it.
Peter's eyes light up. He's never taken acid.
Yeah, never taken acid before. Not that one. Closer. That one. Goes boom. Everything's kind of reinforcing the story here. How long is this? It goes right to the beginning of the whole sequence.
I have 2 tickets to the Van Halen concert tonight, and I also have another special surprise, she says in a sing-songy type voice. She pulls out 2 hits of acid on little pieces of blotter paper. Peter's eyes light up. He's never taken acid before, but he sure didn't put up any resistance. Cut closer to the little pieces of blotter paper in her palm. The camera pushes in slowly on the purple microdot pattern. The little dots start to vibrate and dance. The music builds as the camera pushes in closer. Peter starts drifting off again. Do it now. A group of...
Oh, okay. I think that's working good. How much of this do we have here? I'll wind it back to the beginning.
Started back when he was 13. Cut to a much younger Peter sitting in his...
Wow. It almost goes right back to the very beginning of this transition here.
A much younger Peter sitting when he was 13.
Cool.
It all started back when he was 13. Cut to a much younger Peter sitting in his basement. He takes a bong hit and blows it up the chimney.
Okay. I need a little bit more. Right there. Boom. Right there. And Let's see if that works.
Like this, of course. It all started back when he was 13. Cut to a much younger Peter sitting in his... Peter wasn't always like this, of course. It all started back when he was 13. Cut to a much...
Okay. Just because I wanted to... I'm going to do like a little volume fade there. So it fades in as this dissolve happens. Okay, let's see how that looks.
Started back when he was 13. Cut to a much younger Peter sitting in his basement. He takes a bong hit and blows it up the chimney. Suddenly, a figure climbs through the window. It's Phoebe, and she looks excited. Peter, great news. I have 2 tickets to...
Oh, that's neat. You hear that little sound? It's kind of another instrument that comes in.
Peter, great news. I have 2 tickets to the Van Halen concert tonight, and I also have another special surprise, she says in a sing-songy type voice. She pulls out 2 hits of acid on little pieces of blotter paper. Peter's eyes light up. He's never taken acid before, but he sure didn't put up any resistance. Cut closer to the little pieces of blotter paper in a palm. The camera pushes in slowly on the
Oh my god.
purple microdot pattern. The little dots start to vibrate and dance. The music builds as
Oh
the camera
man, it's like that music was perfectly tailored to work with this little
pushes
sequence.
in closer. Peter starts drifting off again. Do it. Do it.
Okay, let's just let it
Now,
play.
a group of kids
See
are
how it
standing
goes.
around a puddle of water yelling at Peter. Peter accidentally dropped a hit of acid in the puddle at school. It's only lunchtime, so it's a bit early to be dropping acid on a weekday. All the same,
There's a nice sort of dramatic, as the instruments start to layer, it kind of gives it some storytelling potential there a little bit.
dropped a hit of acid in the puddle at school. It's only lunchtime, so it's a bit early to be dropping acid.
Oh, let's try here.
LSD.
Yeah.
Not to waste his LSD. Peter picks up the soggy tab, considers his
Yep.
consider,
It's crazy. It's already sinking.
considers his options. Buddy 1.
No, not quite. Just missed that one there. Missed it by 1. Let's try just doing that. Okay. This one's going good.
Options. Buddy 1. Peter, you have to do it now. Otherwise it won't be good any longer. Buddy number 2. Nah, we'll be fine. Buddy number 3.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Yep. Missed it again. There you go.
Longer. Buddy number 2. Nah, we'll be fine. Buddy number 3. You won't long. The water will dilute the LSD. You better do it now. Buddy number 4. That's just stupid. You better do it now. Buddy number 4. Steve, you better do it now. Buddy number 4. That's just...
It's pretty wordy, my voiceover. All the buddy number 1, buddy number 2, it's making it pretty dense. But I mean, I can see that now that, I have everything working together, the visuals and the music and everything. So I can either cut to cards that say buddy number 1 and just to sort of thin out the voiceover a bit.
You better do it now. Buddy number 4. That's a stupid idea.
Oh, okay.
It's 4. That's a stupid idea. We have math class with Mr. Stagg this afternoon. Peter.
Ooh, that just already hit on the beat.
Peter.
Yep,
Peter.
that's nice. It's all working.
Too late. I already dropped it. Everyone in you.
Oh, that one's just off by 1 frame.
Everyone in
Yep, it's a subtle little beat, but
you dropped it.
I like the kind of rhythmic cutting, that you get when you're sort of following the rhythm of the music.
Dropped it. Everyone in unison. Oh shit. Cut to Mr. Stagg. Oh, yeah. Cut to Mr. Stagg's class.
Now we cut to a different scenario. I think what Peter does in this first sequence, it carries through into the next sequence. So I think it's appropriate to have the same piece of music going through into the next sequence. Okay, now where should I cut this? Yep, I guess it's just a little trim. That's all this really needs. Okay.
Get to Mr. Stagg's class about an hour and a half.
Yep, that's already on it. Wow. Okay.
An hour and a half later, Mr. Stagg looks like Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, I gotta stretch that music along. I'm getting some mileage out of this song.
He looks like Abraham Lincoln. He's banging on about Pythagoras and triangles and such. Peter's tripping. Triangles and such. Triangles and such. Peter's tripping balls. His eyes are swimming. Peter's tripping balls. His eyes are.
Okay. Now it's Peter's tripping balls. There's an instrument that comes up. I think it sort of enhances his emotional state. Let's try to find out where that is.
Such. Peter's tripping balls. His eyes are.
It's right there. It's only it's only like 1 or 2 frames off. It's almost like perfectly working.
Peter's tripping balls. His eyes are swimming around in a haze of LSD. Peter sees acid patterns everywhere.
Oh, okay. Another beat, and we're almost at the end of the sequence. There you go. That's when you know the music's working. You don't have to fight against it.
Mr. Stagg's beard grows before his eyes. He looks more like Billy Gibbons now than Lincoln. The whole thing just makes Lincoln. The whole thing just.
There. This one's not on the beat. It's kind of like on that instrument, that higher instrument right there.
Now than Lincoln. The whole thing just makes.
Okay.
Makes him laugh uncontrollably. The entire class is puzzled by Peter's.
Oops. And that goes.
Bizarre behavior. Everyone except buddy number 4, that is. Everyone except buddy number 4, that is. Peter slips away, and this time we see it from his point of view.
Okay, now this goes into that other sequence that I was just working on. All right, so maybe.
Everyone. Bizarre behavior. Everyone except buddy number. Everyone.
Maybe just a simple fade out at the end? Because this is the logical end of the song.
Everyone except buddy.
So let's just do a little fade out. So hit Command, put your cursor on the timeline, and then do it again at the end. This is your fade button. Let's bring it right to the end of this scene. So it dips out into, maybe it should stop right at the end of the scene. That would probably make sense. Right about there. Okay.
Everyone except buddy number 4, that is. Peter slips away, and this.
A bit of an overlap. Like, I guess it needs a bit of a mix. What is this right here? Oh, that's my extra dialogue track. Okay, I gotta add a track. Add a track. I put 0 video tracks. 0. And I need 1 audio track after music. And that'll put one below it. And below it. Okay. Let's just extend that so it's a mix.
Number 4, that is. Peter slips away, and this time we see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right.
Everyone except buddy number 4, that is. Peter slips away, and this.
I could use a little bit more. Okay, so just as that music starts to fade in, I'll hit Command, tap on there, and then now a bit of a longer fade. I don't know what this is here. Maybe it's introducing another part of the music.
It slips away. And this time we see it.
Okay. I think that's all right. Right there. Okay, boom. Okay, now basically you can see, I think that, I think that this film is basically going to be the story of two songs. And you can see, as far as the timeline goes, I've almost got the whole timeline covered just with these two songs so far. So I'm going to go add, I'm going to see if I can get some reuse out of these songs elsewhere in the edit and see how that looks. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of time lapse through this next little sequence, and I'll see you on the other side. Now you notice I did a little bit more than just fill in the empty spaces with those two songs. I kind of did the once over through the whole edit. I made some tough decisions. It's going to reduce the overall time of this short film. You can see I have it down to 7:15. Now I have a really clear idea of how long the edit is and how long the scenes are going to be based on the music that we're using. And I just feel like I'm so much better informed than I was before. I'm really happy with the way that went. And I'm super happy with the way Dave's music just kind of just, I mean, I said it before, I just dropped it in and lined up a few things and made some adjustments with some of my images here. And it just started to click. And that's the way I feel about the edit is when it's working, it just kind of clicks together. I'm going to render this. This is sort of the final piece of the puzzle here. You go up to File, go down to Export, go to Media. I like to use H.264. There's a variety of different presets here. I don't know why. I like this Vimeo 1080p HD. I think it looks pretty good. Can I get anything bigger than that? Is there any 4K renders I could do? Anyways, this is just kind of a working kind of render right here. Was that 24 frames? 24 frames. Yeah. Then you need to put it somewhere. We call this permanent damage 001 render. It's kind of a big deal. Because this is kind of the first render of the animatic, and now I'm going to be doing, updates between now and the end of the job. So by the time this thing's finished, I'll probably be up to render number 100. So this is the first one. Save that, hit export, boom. Now it's rendering. Now look, I got to be honest with you while this is rendering. There's nothing I'd love to do more than show you this finished render. I'm torn between, being completely transparent and showing everything that I'm doing. But I kind of feel like if I was to show you this full render, then you're kind of sort of seeing the whole film. And I'm not really leaving a lot of surprises. Now that I've finished this animatic, I'm not anticipating any huge changes, but basically, as I kind of roll into weekly updates on the edit, it's just going to be kind of updating the artwork, and then eventually the animation will start to replace those scenes, and then you're just kind of going to be seeing the same thing over and over again. And that's kind of like what animation is you're kind of like watching these updates kind of trickling in, and this will go over the course of the next few months. So I don't know, I kind of want to hold back and not show everything right now. I think for the purpose of this tutorial, I think I showed you a few things about how I work in the edits and music and all this kind of stuff, and I hope that was helpful. Okay, so just here at the end, I want to include the comment section. I kind of let this slide for the last couple of episodes, but I kind of enjoy doing these comments, so let's get into these. From Corentin. I hope my comment will be in the next video for no reason. Well, here it is. Here's your comment for no reason. I included it, so there you go. The Windshield Wiper for your consideration, best animated short film. Oh, look at this. I got this sent to my email. So, Alberto Mielgo's got a short film in contention for this year's Oscars for the best animated short film. Hey, congrats, man. You know, I'm a fucking huge Alberto Mielgo fan, so I hope the best for you for this Oscar season. I'll be voting for you for sure. And I'll tell you what, you know, Alberto is blazing a path down this adult animation road, and that's exactly the road that I want to go down. So, you know, what's good for Alberto is good for, you know, people like me and other people that, you know, want to pursue more adult kind of content. No, I haven't looked at this film. I'm afraid to be honest, because I'm in the early stages of my own film, and I kind of, you know, I need to get a little bit further down the road with my own film before I take a look at this film, because, you know, it's going to fuck me up, I'm pretty sure. You know, I'll either consciously or unconsciously do things, you know, as like a reaction to watching this film. So, yeah, I can hardly wait to take a look at this. But not now. I just bought your film on Amazon. Thank you for these insights into your process. That's interesting. So I took a look on Amazon, and sure enough, here it is. It's for sale for $2.99. That's interesting, because I didn't put that on there. And look, I don't blame you for buying this. You didn't know. But this is exactly what happened with my film. I spent 3 or 4 years working on it. But the day after I released this film, it was available on YouTube. Like the next day. Some fucking dickhead kind of ripped my film and decided to put it up here on YouTube. And, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. The moment I try to get this shit shut down, it shows up somewhere else the next day. And, you know, this guy, who the fuck is this guy? Grigol Zotzenids. He's got 1,000 views on it. No, 18,000 views. Fuck you, man. I mean, if you were here right now, I'd fucking punch you in the dick. You fucking cunt. Okay, where else is this? Let's go back. This. Pear cider and cigarettes.
Techno to stop drinking. That's not...
This is YouTube movies and shows. 144 million subscribers. How much did you buy it for? I mean, $3. I didn't put that up there. Who the fuck is this YouTube movies and shows? Fuck off. I put this comment here. Hey, YouTube movies, you don't have my permission to play my movie on your fucking website, you scammers. Don't even peel off 1 penny of profit for me after the years of work I put into this film. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Well, you should be. This is the only place, the official place, where you can view this movies on Vimeo. Now, you know what's fucked up about this is because of the distribution deals that I'm part of with this film. I can't even release my own film on YouTube. So, I mean, that fucking sucks, man. But all I can say is all my distribution deals are going to be over in January. So sometime next month. And as soon as they're up, I'm going to release my film on my own YouTube page, on my own channel. And I'm going to put it there for free so people can watch it on my fucking channel. And everybody else can go fuck themselves. So, hey, this isn't a comment to you, whoever bought this film. I mean, I totally get it. I mean, you don't know, but whatever. Oh, look at this. Robert Valley's fascinating YouTube tutorials track the production of a new film. Hey, I got a shout out on Cartoon Brew. That's pretty fucking cool. Thanks a lot for the shout out, you guys. I appreciate it. I was wondering why, if you look at the views on here, I had 5,000 views on this last video, and it jumped back down to 1,500 The reason why is I got a shout out from Cartoon Brew. So, I mean, that's the power of, getting a shout out. Thanks again, you guys. Oh, well, I mean, you might be wondering why I put a picture of Anthony Bourdain at the beginning of this video. In the course of working on my film, I do little bits of freelance work here and there, so this is kind of what kept me busy for the last few days. So, I just thought I would include this. It doesn't have anything to do with my film other than the fact that this is something that I did while I was working on my film. You forgot to say like, comment, and subscribe at the end. Damn, Robert, you forgot to say don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a like. So, yeah, I'm a fucking knucklehead. So, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Oh, and just in closing, I just remember this funny story. I used to work in London, a fair bit. And one day I was out for a drink. I was with Dan Sumich. And I met his friend Paul, Scottish guy. And he says, "Hey man, what's your name?" In a Scottish accent. And I said, "Robert." He goes, "Margaret? That's a strange name for a bloke, isn't it?" And then all the rest of the night he was calling me Margaret. And then I remember I was in London like a year later. I was walking down Oxford Street and I heard from a distance, "Margaret! Margaret, is that you?"